So absolutely, there is the field of becoming conscious. Consciousness is a big field. Then we have science. This is another very, very big field. So some say, okay, is it that consciousness creates matter? Or is it the other way around? Which one is the fundamental basis? What is the basis of our interaction? So the truth is, the fact right now is, regardless of science, no science, how our evolution developed, right now, we are here. Your body, my body, we are here. This is what we are having right now. At the same time, in the way of how this lifestyle at the moment is, we won't have more than 50 more years to go in that body. So very simple, without believing, without any religious aspect, once again, the truth is the lifetime of what you carry right now and what I carry right now, it's limited. And now just imagine you would be, let's say, the director of your own movie. Jump out of the body and watch yourself right now. You are sitting like with Shi Hengyi, we sit on the same table and you are writing your story. How do you want to write the story? You want to afterwards, after this podcast, you want to like feel uncomfortable, feel unsafe, feel unloved, feel like being just unsatisfied with the whole life, cry or anything like this? Or how do you imagine what is a really nice way of living for you the next 50 years? So, and based on that, purpose can be different. You say, I do like the travel, I do like to invest this lifetime in this body to have the feeling at least that I can contribute something to all the fellow brothers and sisters that are around there. It makes me like, I wake up, I like to do it, it gives me purpose. So it is something very, very personal. And which also means that in a way, speaking in these terms right now, I do not believe that every human being has the same purpose when it comes to this type of purpose. But now there's another type of purpose, which is more or less, personally for me, why do I think that in the first place we have been put with all these possibilities? And positively said, I do think it is a blessing being able to just experience. It's a blessing that we have been granted the possibility of simply experiencing what this existence is capable of creating, including everything. Including the joy, including the happiness, including the tears, including the heartbreaks, all of this, without the separation, whether you prefer one area or not. Sometimes the one goes with the other. But the purpose, in a way, is just be and experience. The only thing that happens, and which is a big part nowadays, is if you take your current existence too serious. If you completely base your identity, your being, on what you think you are. But like I said, it's just a picture right now, yes? But just sometimes make it very simple. Jump out of yourself and be the director. Be the director of this avatar. And then it just opens another perspective. Because in that moment, you just realize it's like a movie. Not everything is always positive, but in the moment where there are times of struggle, still not being caught inside your own creation. Identity, illusion of the self, different expressions for that. It's a very helpful way of thinking. Let's put it like this. It's literally also one point that you just mentioned, is that it? isn't there more? That has always been a part that followed me along the way. Yeah, especially now in the last 3-4 years, after social media, the algorithm of social media really started also pushing us quite out there. More requests were coming of doing workshops, of doing podcasts, of teaching here, of teaching there, of making television show, of participating in movies. And of course, all together with this, doors start to open, different things start to come in. But at some point, I just couldn't believe that this is supposed to be the purpose. Because it all still had to do with doing. The constant doing. Yeah. And there I felt in my life now, looking at this couldn't be it. So I looked for alternatives, always and always again. Especially feeling that along the way of what you would say achieving something, being recognized at something, yeah, but there's another side that goes hand in hand with it that the public doesn't see. There were times I could simply be surrounded with like thousands of people, but still feel lonely. It's not what you're surrounded with. It's with what you are connected. Yeah, and there I felt like there is always, again, this type of force. What is it that drives you on? Going outwards, you lose yourself. But this self is the only thing that can give you connection in this life.